Okay, so the first doubt from exercise 2A is question number 9. Let's do this question. Govind borrows rupees 18,000 at 10% simple interest. He immediately invests the money borrowed at 10% compound interest, compounded half yearly. How much money does Govind gain in 1 year? Okay, so case 1 is the case of simple interest. Okay, so I can find the simple interest straight away. Govind has borrowed rupees 18,000. Okay, the principal is 18,000. The rate is 10%, 10% per annum. He immediately invests this money at 10% compound interest, compounded half yearly. Okay, I'm not bothered about that right now. How much money does Govind gain in 1 year? So the time is 1 year. Okay, simple interest is PRT upon 100. So principal is 18,000, rate is 10%, time is 1 year, the whole upon 100. So simple interest is rupees 1,800. So how much will be the amount? Amount will be principal plus interest. Principal is 18,000 plus interest is 1,800. So the amount becomes 19,800 after 1 year. Okay, this is the amount he has to pay back. Now I will go to second case, case 2. That is the case of compound interest. Please everyone on your cam. Prajakta, Dhani, okay, your internet connection issues are there. Krish, Ananya, keep your cam on. Ananya. Case 2 is for compound interest. And for compound interest, I have told you in the first video that we do year by year calculation. So for first year, okay, the principal is rupees P1, rupees 18,000. R1 is 10% per annum. T1 is 1 year. So we will find I1, that is P1 R1 T1 upon 100, which comes out to be, okay, now there is one problem. Here the interest is compounded half yearly, as you can see in the question. The interest is compounded half yearly. So I will take time as half year, not 1 year. There is one issue with that. I will take the time as half year. Okay, half year. So I1 is equal to 18,000 times rate is 10% per annum, time is half year upon 100. Okay, so these two zeros will cut over here, and this 2 will cut with this 180 and become 90. So interest for the first half year will be rupees 900. This is interest for the first half year, that is first 6 months, because interest is compounded half yearly. Okay, so here also I'll make a change. This is not the first year, but it is the first half year. Okay, first half year. Then the second half year. For second half year, principal for the second half year becomes, okay, now small change over here, I will find the amount after first year, which is P1 plus I1, which is 18,000 plus 900, which is 18,900, which becomes the principal for the second year. Amount for the first year becomes principal for the second year. So principal for the second year is rupees 18,900. The rate for the second half year is 10% per annum, and the time is again half year. Now the interest for the second year becomes P2 R2 T2 upon 100. So interest for the second year becomes 18,900 times 10 times half the whole upon 100, 0 0 cut, and here you get I2 as 189 times 5. Now how much is that? 180 times 5 is 900, 945 rupees, 945. Okay, so this is the interest after the second half year. So what will be the amount after second half year? P2 plus I2, that is 18,900 plus 945. So 18,900 plus 945, I'll just add it. 19,845. 19,845 is the final amount which this person will get after second half year. Now see what is being asked to you. ये सब कैलकुलेशन तो कर लिया मैंने. गोविंद ने किया क्या था? गोविंद ने 18,000 बोरो किया एक साल के लिए, और वही 18,000 उसने बोरो करके कहीं और इन्वेस्ट कर दिया. ठीक है, अब एक साल बाद गोविंद ने जहाँ से पैसा बोरो किया है उसको 19,800 रुपीज़ देना पड़ेगा वापस. दिस ही हैज़ टू पे बैक. बट ये जो 19,800 है वो कहाँ से देगा? उसको वापस भी तो मिलेगा पैसा. कितना पैसा वापस मिलेगा? 19,845 रुपीज़. दिस इज वॉट ही गेट्स बैक एज हिज रिटर्न फ्रॉम हिज इन्वेस्टमेंट, एंड 19,800 ही हैज़ टू पे बैक. तो दोनों का डिफरेंस कितना हुआ? दोनों का डिफरेंस हुआ गोविंद्स profit is equal to amount of compound interest minus amount of simple interest. What is the amount of compound interest? 19,845 minus 19,800, that is 45 rupees. He gained rupees 45 in this whole transaction. उसने क्या किया? 19,800 रुपीज़ पे कर दिया और उसको मिला कितना था? 19,845. तो उसका जो टोटल प्रॉफिट है वो 45 रुपीज़ है. चेक द आंसर बिहाइंड प्राजक्ता.
Yes, sir, it's correct.
Now the question is
Yes, sir,
whether
it's correct.
whether you understood it or not. ओम, तुम्हें डाउट था ना इसमें?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, क्या प्रॉब्लम था?
सर तो मुझे वही नहीं समझ आता एंड का अमाउंट कैसे करें.
मतलब कौन सा?
सर 9th वाले में ही डाउट था.
प्राजक्ता, did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Prajakta, you were absent yesterday. What happened?
Yes, actually, I was not well.
Okay. What about you, Krish?
Sir, I was with my cousins at the garden.
Okay. So, Krish, have you watched the videos which I told you on Friday?
Yes, sir. I've watched maths and also chemistry.
Physics,
No,
not chemistry.
physics, sorry. Motion and dimension.
Yeah, you took the notes.
No, sir. On physics, I did not take the notes.
If you
Just watch the
if you will not take notes for motion, the chapter is going to get crazy difficult ahead. I'm giving you warnings
Okay,
after
sir.
warnings. Don't take it lightly. Don't take it lightly. Take notes. Today, after this class, I'm going to give you more videos of physics
Yes,
because
sir.
this weekend we have a big class of physics. Okay, we have to finish up to acceleration. Okay, and that is a huge amount of chapter. I'm going to give you more videos for your preparation. In live class, we will prepare further, but live class is not enough. Okay, because it's a huge topic. So please take notes. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So maths.
Also, we got our revision test schedule starting from next Monday.
Great. And what are the chapters?
And we have the
Yeah.
whole first chapter of physics.
Whole first chapter.
Yes, sir.
Great. So we have done that with the test. And what about chemistry?
Chemistry, well, actually today there was no chemistry period, so we could not talk to the chemistry teacher.
And
But
maths?
maths, we have first and second chapter. Means this rational number, rationalization, irrational, and expansions.
Oh, expansions. Okay. Okay. So that also we have done with the test. Great. Great. So I don't think there will be an issue next week. Okay. Okay. This is the beginning of maths chapter 2. The first part which I told you to see the video and prepare. It covered almost everything which is basic about this chapter. Okay, that covers how to find compound interest when the interest is compounded yearly, half yearly, and so on. Okay, so the method of finding compound interest without formula was discussed in the first part of this chapter, for which the video I have already provided to you. All the solved examples were discussed there. Also, this was one of the doubt which someone had, which I cleared. Okay, any other doubt anyone has from exercise 2a?
No, sir.
Okay, now see, some students have completed the whole exercise 2a as homework. Okay, some students, I'm not sure whether they have done anything or not. Okay, but it is compulsory to do at least few of the questions which I am going to tell now. So if you have not done any of the questions, please do at least these questions. Ahead from here onwards, I am going to give you the homework from the exercise in the class itself. So you should have done question number 2, then question number second part of question number 3, question number 5, 6, yeah, that's it. And of course, ninth one which I have already done. Yeah.
So shall we resolve it right now?
No, 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 no. You have done the whole exercise, right? Yeah, no need. This is for those who has not done anything. Okay, this is only for those who has not solved anything. ये तो क्वेश्चंस कंपलसरी करने हैं इस एक्सरसाइज. अगर तुमने सारे किए तो बहुत अच्छी बात है. सो नाउ वी आर रेडी टू गो अहेड एंड सी द नेक्स्ट पार्ट.
In the school, they completed 5A factorization.
Oh, great. Yeah, they will go fast now. They have to finish a lot of exercises, so they will.
Yeah, sir, actually, they did not explain the thing which you explained
Yeah, that will come in the
Yeah.
third part, I
Your
think.
method is much better. Like just take out the number
Yeah.
plus 6. If it is plus 6, then divide it in two numbers. The school has done directly.
They will
Maybe
do
some
directly.
students might not get it.
They don't care, yeah. The teachers are salaried. They are just bothered with their salary. Okay, and nobody will ask there. Nobody will scrutinize. With me, I'm more concerned with your concept. Okay, so it is always going to be different with me. Okay. Calculate the difference between compound interest and the simple interest on rupees 4,000 at 8% per annum and in 2 years. They want you to calculate the difference between compound interest and simple interest. So there will be two parts in this question. There will be two parts in this question. Calculate the difference between compound interest and simple interest. So here goes compound interest, and here simple interest. We have to find the difference between these two, difference between compound interest and simple interest. On rupees 4,000, okay, principal is rupees 4,000 in both the places at 8% per annum. Both places the rate at 8% per annum. And in 2 years, the time is 2 years. Sure. Ananya,
Yes.
please explain me the method of finding compound interest for these details which are given to us.
Sir, without using formula, right?
Yeah, of course. This is second chapter, so
Okay.
without using formula. Yeah.
So first of all, sir, there are 2 years. So we will convert it into first year.
Mhm.
So we will write as principal is equals to rupees 4,000 for first year. Yeah.
P1 is equal to
P1 is
4,000.
equals to rupees 4,000.
Mhm.
R1 is equals to 8% per annum,
Mhm.
and time is equals to 1 year.
Great.
Then we need to find interest by
Yeah.
applying the formula P1 into R1 into D1 upon 100. Then we need to apply it by 4,000 into 8 into 2. No, sorry, 1. Yeah.
Yeah, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please
Now we need to
yeah.
found this amount.
Yeah.
So amount it will be I1 plus P1.
Correct?
Yes, sir. Then same
4320.
method for the second.
Just a moment. Okay, so this was the calculation for the first year. I will do the same calculation for the second year, right?
Yes. P is equals to the answer 4320.
Yeah, so this amount A1 will become P2, right?
P2.
The amount of the first year will become the principal for the second year. So P2
Yes.
is equal to rupees 4320. What will be R2?
R will be as it is 8 per annum.
Okay, and
And
T2?
time will be 1 year.
Very good. So I2 is equal to?
Is equals to P2 into R2 into T2 upon 100.
Yeah.
Then we, 4320 into 8 into 1 upon 100.
Can you tell me the final answer?
Sir, the final answer.
Just multiply and divide.
345 point.
Sorry?
Yes, sir. 345 point.
Point what?
0.6.
0.60.
345.60. This is the interest for the second year. So what will be A2 amount after 2 years?
P2 plus I2.
Very good. Can you please add them?
Yes, sir. Sure.
It's 4,665.60.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the amount after 2 years. Okay, we have to find the difference between compound interest and simple interest. Now see, I have found the amount for the first year, amount for the second year, interest for the first year, interest for the second year. Can you tell me what is the total compound interest? Any formula? Ananya, any formula you know? Total compound interest?
Yes, sir. We can use two formula, either
Yeah.
I1 plus I2 or either P2 minus I.
A2 minus P1.
Yeah.
Final amount minus original principal. Okay, the both will give you same
Final
answer.
amount.
Yeah, so the first interest is 320, the second interest is 345.60. So what will be the total? 665 point.
665.60.
Correct. So this is the total compound interest. Okay,
Yes, sir.
now this is the end of the first part where they asked us to find the difference between simple interest and compound interest. I found the compound interest, but I don't know what is the simple interest. So now I will find the simple interest. Simple interest, what is the main difference, Ananya? How do I found the simple interest? How do I find it? What is the formula?
Simple interest, we can find it by subtracting it from the main answer which we gave, that is 665.60.
No, one second. First, I have to find simple interest on the said amount for the given time and the rate. Okay, so the time is 2 years, rate is 8%, and principal is 4,000. I have to find simple interest. What formula do I use to find the simple interest?
Uh,
PRT upon 100, right?
yeah, interest.
Yes, simple interest. So that is 4000 times 8 times 2 upon 100. What is the difference, main difference over here? This method and the previous method for compound interest.
Sir, we took the 2.
Yeah, we took time as 2 and we did not
It
take
was
it.
compounded annually.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we took year by year in case of compound
Yes.
interest. Here we are taking it directly. We are not taking it year by year. So these two zeros will cut. So interest will become 80 times
640.
8, yes, correct, which is rupees 640. Okay, so now I've got the simple interest 640 and compound interest is also over here. Can anyone tell me which is greater? Which is greater?
Compound interest.
Compound interest.
Everybody agrees that compound interest is greater.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So one point to be noted over here, for same amount, sorry, same principal, same rate, and same duration, same time, the compound interest is always greater than simple interest. Compound interest is always greater than simple interest. So what is the difference now? CI minus SI. 665.60 minus 640. Can you please tell me?
25.60.
Correct? That is the difference. So this one very important learning you have taken from this question, that compound interest is always greater than simple interest. For the same principal, same rate and same time, the compound interest will always be greater. Okay? So this is the method with which you will solve this question. You will find compound interest separately and you will find simple interest separately, and then you will subtract them to find the difference between compound interest and simple interest. Okay, next question. Okay. Mrs. Kapoor invested rupees 6,000 every year at the beginning of the year at 10% per annum compound interest. Calculate the amount of her total savings up to the end of the second year and at the beginning of the third year. So Mrs. Kapoor has a habit of investing rupees 6,000 every year at the beginning of the year at 10% per annum compound interest. We have to calculate the amount of our total savings up to the end of second year and at the beginning of the third year. Okay, so I will begin from the first year. Om,
Yes, sir.
what is the principal for the first year?
So 6,000 rupees.
Very good. Principal for the first year is rupees 6,000.
Rate is 10% per annum.
And
time is 1 week.
very good. We will find I1. What is the formula for I1?
T1 into R1 into T1 upon 100,
Good.
which equals to 6000 into 10 into 1 upon 100.
Okay, so I1 becomes equal to rupees 600.
600.
What is the next step?
Sir, then we have to calculate the amount by using P1 plus I1.
So A1 amount for the first year is equal to P1 plus I1. That is
6000 plus 600. 6600
okay. So this is the amount after
for
1
the
year.
first year.
Okay. Now we'll go to the second year.
So, sir,
Hmm.
in the second year, in the principal, we have to add rupees 6000 because she invested 6000 rupees in beginning of each year.
Very good, very good. So what will happen here? This amount at the end of first year will be added with 6,000 rupees. Okay, we have to add 6,000 with the amount at the end of first year. Why? I'll tell you. See here, the P2 principal for the second year will become amount at the end of first year plus 6,000. Why? Because at the beginning of every year she is saving 6,000 rupees. Okay, at the beginning of every year she is saving 6,000. So second year begin हुआ 6,000 और save हो गया, तो amount at the end, sorry, amount at the beginning of second year, sorry, principal at the beginning of the second year will become 6,600, that is amount at the end of first year plus 6,000, which is rupees 12,600. This is P2. Can you tell me what is R2 ohm?
Sir, RT is 10% per annum. And
What
time
will
is
be
equal to
T2?
1.
What
So,
will be
sir,
I2?
I2 is equal to T2 into R2 into T2 upon 100, which equals to
12,600.
12,600 into 10
Oh, I'm sorry, into 10. Okay,
into 1 upon 100.
into 1. So I2 will be rupees 1260. This is interest of the second year. Okay, now I will find amount at the end of second year, which will be T2 plus,
I2.
okay, which will be 12,600 plus 1260. How much will that be?
Sir, 13,860.
This is amount at the end of second year. Okay, now we have got the first answer. Calculate the amount of our total savings up to the end of second year, which is how much? 13,860, amount of the second year. And we have to find the next answer, which is we have to find the amount of a total savings at the beginning of third year. So for third
Sir,
year,
we have to add 6,000 rupees again.
13,860. Wait. P3 amount at principal at the beginning of third year will be A3, sorry, A2.
So,
Yes.
then the second question you have to find the principal.
Yes. We have to find the principal. I'll tell you why. Okay, so this is the amount at the beginning of third year. Now, some students have this problem with the word amount. See, whenever they use the word amount, don't take it literally. Sometimes principal is also called as amount. कभी कभी प्रिंसिपल को भी वो लोग अमाउंट बोलते हैं, तो अमाउंट वर्ड को इतना ज़्यादा सीरियसली मत ले लो, उनके बोलने का मतलब समझो। यू अंडरस्टैंड? सो हियर ये लोग ने क्वेश्चन में क्लियर किया है कि मिसेस कपूर इन्वेस्टेड 6,000 एवरी ईयर, ठीक है, एट द बिगिनिंग ऑफ ईयर। मतलब मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, मैं 6,000 से शुरुआत कर रहा हूँ, एक साल का अमाउंट निकालता हूँ और एक साल का इंटरेस्ट निकालता हूँ, इससे एक साल का अमाउंट निकालता हूँ, और ये जो फर्स्ट ईयर की अमाउंट है दैट गेट्स एडेड विथ 6,000 रुपीज एंड बिकम्स द प्रिंसिपल ऑफ द सेकेंड ईयर। ठीक है, अब इसको भी कैलकुलेट करता हूँ, आगे चाहता हूँ, तो मुझे मिलता है अमाउंट एट द एंड ऑफ सेकेंड ईयर। ये जो अमाउंट एट द एंड ऑफ सेकेंड ईयर है उसको मैं 6,000 के साथ ऐड करके वापस मैं ढूंढता हूँ P3। P3 मीन्स प्रिंसिपल एट द एंड ऑफ P3 मीन्स अमाउंट एट द बिगिनिंग ऑफ थर्ड ईयर। यहाँ पे ये लोगों ने क्लियरली बोला है फाइंड द अमाउंट ऑफ हर टोटल सेविंग्स एट द बिगिनिंग ऑफ थर्ड ईयर। जब ईयर बिगिन हो रहा है तो अमाउंट कैसे होगी? ईयर जब बिगिन हो रहा है तो प्रिंसिपल होगा ना, बट समटाइम्स प्रिंसिपल इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज अमाउंट। ये उनका बोलने का तरीका है, इससे प्लीज कंफ्यूज मत होना, ठीक है। सो थर्ड ईयर बिगिन हुआ तो थर्ड ईयर का जो प्रिंसिपल है दैट इज A2 प्लस 6,000 विल बी द अमाउंट एट द बिगिनिंग ऑफ थर्ड ईयर विच इज 19,860। यहाँ पे इस क्वेश्चन में सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट बात क्या है? We have used the idea or concept of compound interest, but we have also kept in mind that sometimes every year a certain amount can be invested by a person. Okay, if a person is investing same amount every year at the beginning or the end of the year, then we have to consider that. और वो कंसिडर करके फिर हमें आंसर निकालना। तो यहाँ पे हर साल के बिगिनिंग में मेरे पास 6,000 एक्स्ट्रा आ जाते थे, शुरुआत ही मेरी 6,000 से हुई इफ यू सी, क्योंकि एट द बिगिनिंग ऑफ एवरी ईयर मेरे पास 6,000 आ गए, ठीक है। उसके बाद हर साल के बिगिनिंग में प्लस 6,000 होता गया, बिकॉज एवरी ईयर एट द बिगिनिंग आई हैव 6,000 रुपीज विच आई एम इन्वेस्टिंग फॉर दैट ईयर, ठीक है। आई होप एवरी वन अंडरस्टूड दिस।
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ग्रेट।
Yes, sir.
Okay, next question. Ranbir borrows rupees 20,000 at 12% compound interest. If he repays rupees 8,400 at the end of first year and rupees 9,680 at the end of second year, find the amount of loan outstanding at the beginning of third year. इसमें क्या किया है इसने, मैं तुम्हें एक आइडिया देता हूँ इसका, और फिर इसके ऊपर से बेस्ड ना हम लोग और एक क्वेश्चन करते हैं फ्रॉम दी एक्सरसाइज। रणबीर ने कितना रुपीस बोरो किया? 20,000। तो तुम्हारा प्रिंसिपल हो गया 20,000, ठीक है। रेट कितना है? 12%, ये भी हमें पता है। अब हमें कितने ईयर का कैलकुलेशन करना है? हमें 2 साल का कैलकुलेशन करना है, 2 ईयर्स,
Okay, yes, yeah.
ठीक है, बिकॉज ही इज पेइंग सम मनी एट द एंड ऑफ फर्स्ट ईयर एंड सम मनी एट द एंड ऑफ सेकेंड ईयर। मतलब फर्स्ट ईयर का कैलकुलेशन एंड सेकेंड ईयर का कैलकुलेशन वी हैव टू डू सेपरेटली। At the end of second year, he is paying some amount. So जो भी तुम्हारा फाइनल अमाउंट, at the end of first year also he is paying some amount. तो जो भी तुम्हारा A1 आएगा उसमें से 8,400 माइनस होकर P2 बनेगा। P2 से तुम कैलकुलेट करोगे, A2 निकालोगे, A2 से 9,680 माइनस करके P3 मिलेगा। ये जो P3 है दैट इज द अमाउंट ऑफ लोन आउटस्टैंडिंग एट द बिगिनिंग ऑफ थर्ड ईयर। सो बेसिकली यू हैव टू फाइंड P3. Yes, tell me.
Sir, can you explain the second part again of the question?
I will write the whole structure and I will show you and you will solve it. Is it okay?
Okay,
Okay, so what you have to do is you have to start with the first year. For first year, ठीक है, for first year तुम क्या लिखोगे? P1 is equal to 20,000, R1 is equal to 12% per annum, T1 is equal to 1 year, ठीक है, and you will do the calculation, you will apply the formula I1 is equal to P1 R1 T1 upon 100, and you will find I1 and you will find A1. A1 will be P1 plus I1, and from A1 you will subtract 8,400. Why you will subtract 8,400? Because he is repaying. Repaying मतलब वापस पे कर रहा है. So you will write A1 minus 8,400 is equal to P2. इससे तुम्हें मिलेगा P2. ठीक है, फिर तुम लिखोगे यहाँ पे फॉर सेकेंड ईयर. तुम्हें P2 ऑलरेडी मिल चुका है, ठीक है, R2 तुम्हें ऑलरेडी पता है, T2 तुम्हें ऑलरेडी पता है, ठीक है, इससे तुम निकालोगे I2. ठीक है, I2 ढूंढोगे, फॉर्मूला तुम्हें पता है क्या है. देन यू विल फाइंड A2. A2 विल बी इक्वल टू P2 प्लस I2, और A2 में से तुम सब्ट्रैक्ट करोगे ₹9,680. वाई? बिकॉज ही इज रीपेइंग ₹9,680 at the end of सेकेंड ईयर. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे तुम लिखोगे ₹9,000 A2 माइनस 9,680. ठीक है, ये जो तुम्हें मिलेगा आंसर, दैट विल बी इक्वल टू P3, एंड दैट P3 इज योर फाइनल आंसर. अब मुझे देखना है कि तुम ये कैलकुलेशन कर पाते हो कि नहीं. चलो यही ट्राई करो तुम. ठीक है, चलो कम ऑन, योर टाइम स्टार्ट्स नाउ. यस, प्लीज टेल मी व्हाट इज I1.
I1 is 2400.
2,400. वेरी गुड. चलो फाइंड A1 and subtract 8,400 from A1 and find P2.
Sir, found.
Sir, A1 is 22,400, and after subtracting we get 8,004.
After subtracting 8,400,
Sir, it's 14,000. We get 14,000.
Yes, sir, 14,000.
Sir, it's 14,000.
exactly 14,000.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So P2 is 14,000, right? Very good. Go ahead, find I2.
Sir, got it.
Yes.
Sir, I got I2 as 1,640.
Okay, let everybody
So
else.
I got it as 1,680.
Okay, please confirm now, someone, because there are differences in
Yes,
answers.
sir. I also got as 1,680.
Okay,
Yes.
2 people got 1,680. Very good. Calculate A2.
Sir, it's 15,680.
Very
Yes,
good.
sir,
Calculate
15,680.
now from this minus 9680 is repaying it. Subtract 9680 from it.
Sir, it's 6,000.
6,000.
So your final outstanding at the beginning of third year is how much? 6,000.
6,000.
समझा? Final outstanding at the beginning of third year is how much? 6,000. मतलब beginning of third year उसको 6,000 देना पड़ेगा तो उसका लोन क्लियर हो जाएगा. Did you understand the whole process? Compound interest
Yes,
है,
sir.
but with repayment of loan, with repayment process. Repayment कैसे करना है? Repayment के लिए what you do is you follow the same process first year, second year, but whenever the repayment is done, subtract the repayment amount from the amount of that year, and you get the principal for the next year. Then continue in the same manner. Very good, guys. Very good. I'm really happy that you all of you got this. Okay, now look at this question. A man borrows rupees 8,000 at 10% compound interest payable every 6 months. First, who will explain me what do you mean by payable every 6 months?
Sir, the time is given as half yearly.
Yes,
have to use half yearly
interest has
formula.
to be compounded half yearly. That means we
Yes.
will make the calculation for first half year, then for second half year, for third half year and so on. मतलब फर्स्ट ईयर, सेकेंड ईयर, थर्ड ईयर नहीं करेंगे, फर्स्ट हाफ ईयर, सेकेंड हाफ ईयर, थर्ड हाफ ईयर ऐसे लेंगे हम लोग. And also keep in mind that you have to take your time as 1/2. टाइम क्या लोगे तुम? 1/2 years. हाफ ईयरली कंपाउंड कर रहे हो अगर, तो टाइम 1/2 लेना है. अच्छा, ही रीपेज rupees 2,500. He repays rupees 2,500 at the end of every 6 months. रीपेमेंट अमाउंट भी दे दिया है. तो फॉर एवरी हाफ ईयर वॉट एवर अमाउंट यू गेट एट द एंड ऑफ every half year you have to subtract 2,500 from it because it has been repaid. अब वो पेमेंट करके जो फाइनल आंसर बचता है दैट विल बिकम द प्रिंसिपल फॉर द नेक्स्ट हाफ ईयर. ठीक है, कैलकुलेट द थर्ड पेमेंट ही हैज टू मेक at the end of 18 months in order to clear the entire loan. Very simple. If you can easily do it, here you will get for third half year. Okay, and for third half year whatever amount you get is your final answer. ठीक है, तो प्रिंसिपल कहाँ से शुरू करेंगे? P1 is equal to 8,000, R1 is equal to 10%, T1 is equal to half year, and you will find I1. ठीक है, you will, okay, very good. You will find I1 and then you will find A1. A1 will be P1 plus I1. P1 plus I1. Okay, and then you will find
He says that he repays 2,500 every 6 months.
yes,
So we'll subtract 2,500.
yes,
from
so
the
you will
amount
you
he
will
borrowed.
get you will get P2. You will get P2 here itself. P2 will be A1 minus 2,500. So get P2, that P2 you will use over here. Repeat the same process, get P3, repeat the same process and just get A3 as your answer. ठीक है, चलो वन बाय वन कैलकुलेशन शुरू करो, मेरे को बताते जाओ आंसर क्या है. आई विल कंफर्म इट.
Sir, P2 is 5,900.
वेट. I1 400 बोला था, करेक्ट है क्या?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
A1 will be 8,400.
8,400.
8,400 minus 2,500 is how much?
Sir, it's 5,900. 5,900.
5,900, is it correct?
Yes, sir.
P2
Yes, sir.
becomes 5,900 here. Find I2 by the formula. Take T2 as half year again. Okay, half year ही लेना है हमेशा मुझे.
295, sir.
रुपीज़ 295. वेरी गुड. ओके, उसके बाद तुम्हें कैलकुलेशन से निकालना है A2 5,900.
6,195 is the A2.
रुपीज़ 6,195 इज A2. उसके बाद तुम निकालोगे P3 विच इज A2 माइनस 2,500 बिकॉज 2,500 इज रीपेड एवरी हाफ ईयर. सो 6, yes,
Sir, balance is 3,695.
3,695 is the balance which becomes the principal for the third year 3,695. Okay, from here you will find I3 and from I3 you will find A3. Come on guys.
Sir, I got it.
Yes please.
184.75. Yes, sir.
Yes, how much?
So 184.75. Yes, Yes, sir. One second.
Okay, and the final amount at the end of third year, third half year.
It's 3,879.75. Yes, sir.
Have I written it correct?
Sir, is this the A3 the final answer?
Yes, that's what they have asked. Calculate the third payment he has to make at the end of 18 months to clear the entire loan. First half year means first six months, second 6 months, third 6 months. If you see, total 18 months have passed now. 18 months के end में कितना amount है? 3879.75, and that is the total amount he has to make, the total payment he has to make in order to clear the entire loan at the end of 18 months. Very good. Now you are getting a hang of it, I think. Good. Okay, next question in front of you. On a certain sum of money invested at the rate of 5% per annum compounded annually, the difference between the interest for the first year and interest for the third year is rupees 61.50. Find the sum. So they have told that sum is unknown, sum nahi pata hai, ठीक है, and they have said that rate of interest is 5% per annum compounded annually, and they have asked, they have given the difference between the interest of the first year. Interest of the first year को हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं? I1, and the interest for the third year. Interest for the third year को हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं? I3. They have given you the interest for the first year and the interest for the third year's difference, and the difference is rupees 61.50, and we have to find the sum. We have to find the sum. Sum means principal. Okay, we will do it with the method of x. Let the sum be rupees x. Okay, now remember, because there are 3 years involved, we have to make calculation for 3 years. For first year,
Sure.
yes,
Sir, so the P1 will be rupees X.
yes, I'm telling everything. Wait, P1 is x, R1 is equal to 5% per annum, T1 is equal to 1 year. Okay, for second year and for third year, I'll tell you everything जो required है. ठीक है, I just want you to help me with some things. जैसे मैं यहाँ पे लिख दिया, for first year P1 is this, R1 is this, T1 is this. Help me find I1 in terms of x. Then with the help of I1, you find A1. A1 is P1
Yes,
plus
sir.
I1. And tell me what is that A1, which will
Yes,
be
sir.
equal to P2. Okay, yes.
Yes, sir, got it.
Tell me.
Sir.
Tell me
Sir,
I1.
so we get I1 as x by 20.
X by 20. Okay. Then
We
x.
get A1 as A1 as 21x. 21x by 20, sir.
21x by 20. You are correct.
Which is also P2.
Which is also P2. So your P2 will be equal to 21x by 20. Your R2 will again be 5% per annum. Your T2 will again be 1 year. Okay, so you will get I2 and A2 as P2 plus I2. A2 as P2 plus I2. Great. So what is P2 plus I2? Whatever you will get, it will be P3. Then again you will get P3 over here. R2 is equal to 5% per annum. T3, R3 and T3 as 1 year, and you will find I3 in terms of X. Chalo. Come on, guys. We have already reached the second year. In terms of X, you will make a lot of mistakes if you're not paying attention. Okay? Yes, please.
Sir, I got the I2 as 21x upon 400.
All right.
I got this.
Yes, sir, it's correct.
21x upon 400. Everyone gets this. Very nice. Please add this I2 with P2 and tell me what is A2, which is also P3.
Sir, it is 441x upon 400.
Can anyone please confirm this? Is this correct? 441x upon 400 is P3, which is A2. Please confirm, someone.
Sir, I got it as 420x by 400.
Actually, that is the principle when you get the LCM. Now, after that, you have to also add 21x.
21x by 20 plus
Yes, it is
21x by
420x
400.
Yes, sir,
So-
441.
So yeah, this will be 21 twos are 420 plus 21 441. Correct, it is. It is correct. So your principal for the third year becomes 441x upon 400. I want you to find I3. And stop at I3 because that's not the final answer, but from there the method will change. We are going to do something else.
Sir, got.
Yes, please.
Sir, it is 441x by 8000.
Please confirm, someone.
Yes, I got the same answer.
Yes,
Very
sir,
good.
I got this.
Very good. Now see what they have asked in the question. They have said the difference between I1 and I3 is 61.50. Now can you tell me which is greater, I1 or I3?
Sir, I1.
I3 is greater. The interest goes on increasing every subsequent
Oh,
year.
yeah. Yes, sir.
So I3 minus I1 is equal to 61.50. Now I3 is 441x upon 8000 minus I1. I1 is x by 20. Do you agree? I1 is x by 20.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here it will be x by 20 and the difference is 61.50. I want you to solve this. Take LCM, simplify, solve, get the value of x. Come on, guys. ये नहीं किया तो कुछ भी फाइनल आएगा नहीं आंसर. This is the final
Sir,
step.
I got the answer as 41x by 8000.
Wait, which answer?
So, I mean, do we have to write,
You have to find x.
simplify this?
Yes, you have to simplify and find x. $41x by 8000
So
is
I
correct.
got 41x by 8000.
Yeah, but then is equal to 61.50. Equate it, simplify,
sir.
get the value of x. Solve it. Linear equation in one variable. Find the value of x. X is 4000. Please confirm someone.
So I got it as 12,000.
Yes, please. What was
So I got the answer as 12,000.
12,000?
Actually, sir, I'm changing my answer. I'm getting 5,000.
I don't know who is correct or who is not. I think the answer is written over here. 12,000 is the correct answer. Who got it as 12,000?
So I got it.
What about Om? Om? What about Ananya? What about Mahant? What about Dhani?
Yes, sir. I also got it.
What did you get?
Sir, 12,000.
12,000. Okay.
Yes, sir.
What about Mahant? What about Dhani? Krish, please check your answer. What is your mistake?
Yeah, yes, sir.
See, the LCM is 8,000 over here. So here 1 will be multiplied and here 400 will be multiplied. So 441x minus 400x upon 8,000 is equal to 61.50. So 41x is
Sir, I
equal
got it.
to 61.50 times 8,000. Okay, here I'm going to remove all the zeros. Forty-one 15s are 615 and 2 zeros. So it is 12,000.
Yes, sir. I checked it and found the mistake and corrected it.
Cool. Okay, guys, great. So, a very good question actually. Okay,
Actually, I find it just interesting.
yeah, it's really, this chapter is really interesting if you really get your answers. If you don't get your answer, then it becomes frustrating. But you should get the answers. Okay, there are 2-3 more questions. Oh, there are up to 13 questions. Okay, let's do some more. Come on. Okay, in this question, what they are asking is, during every financial year, the value of the machine depreciates by 10%. Find the original cost of the machine which depreciates by rupees 2250 during the second year. So machine's value is depreciating. Depreciating means its value is decreasing.
So, sir, we'll take the principal as X.
Now see, the rate of depreciation is 10%. Just a moment. Hello. Yes, guys. So यहाँ पे depreciation हो रहा है by 10% every year. Find the original value or cost of the machine which depreciates by rupees 2250 during the second year. Now we don't know the original cost. Always start your question from there, your answer from there, of course. Let the original cost of machine be rupees X. Now what is happening with this machine? First year, for first year the value is getting decreased, depreciated. तो प्रिंसिपल को ले लो रुपीज़ एक्स, जो तुम्हारी ओरिजिनल कॉस्ट है मशीन की. रेट को ले लो 10%. ओके, टाइम को ले लो 1 ईयर. ठीक है, एंड देन फाइंड द इंटरेस्ट. दिस इज P1, R1, T1. फाइंड I1. Okay, find I1, and then for A1 you will do P1 minus I1. Remember, this is the application of compound interest. You will do minus P1 minus I1 and find A1. चलो ये दो चीज मुझे ढूंढ के बताओ अभी. Guys, are you there? Please on your cams. Please on your cams. Yeah.
Sir, interest will be x upon 10.
Very good. X by 10. So you have to find amount P1 minus I1. X minus X by 10.
Sir, 9x upon 10.
Very good. 9x upon 10 will be the amount at the end of first year for the machine, which will become P2. P2 is 9x upon 10. R2 is equal to 10% per annum, and you have to, so T2 is equal to 1 year, and I2, I'm sorry for that. I2 is equal to, you have to put the formula and find the value of I2. P2 R2 T2 upon 100.
Sir, I am getting 9x by 100. Let me check again.
Please check again. I2. I2 is the only
Yes,
thing
sir.
we require. Don't find A2. Just I2.
Yes, sir, I2 is 9x upon 100.
9x
Oh,
upon
okay.
100. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the interest for the second year. Now here the question is about depreciation. ठीक है, यहाँ पे एक चीज क्लियरली बोला है वो लोग ने, a machine which depreciates by rupees 2250 during the second year. सेकेंड ईयर का डेप्रीसिएशन बताया है 2250. ठीक है, द डेप्रीसिएशन, यहाँ पे मैं लिखूंगा एक स्टेटमेंट, प्लीज लिख लो इसको. डेप्रीसिएशन ऑफ सेकेंड ईयर, depreciation of second year is equal to rupees 2250, and actually what we have found the depreciation of second year to be is 9x by 100. ठीक है, so what we will write? We will write 9x by 100 is equal to 2250. इसको solve करके x निकालो, which is the original cost of the machine. Come on. ये जो I2 मिला है, that is the depreciation for the second year according to us, and they have given the depreciation of second year as 2250. Depreciation means the decrease in the value of the machine in the second year.
So I got it as 25 25,000.
It is correct.
Yes, sir. 25,000.
It is correct. That is the original cost of the machine. Okay, did you understand the method?
Yes, sir.
Great.
Yes, sir.
There are few more questions, not many, but 2-3 more questions are there, which from the second part I'm not doing right now. Okay, I am more interested in this exercise, which I am going to give some selected sum from this as homework to you today. ठीक है, चलो देखते हैं कौन से क्वेश्चन होमवर्क में है. प्लीज मार्क कर लो. यस.
Sir, aren't we doing question number 11 and 12 from solved example?
No, I'm not doing because time is up.
Okay, sir.
Okay. We will see if we can do some similar questions from the exercise when you get the doubts. Okay, right now
Sure,
I'm
sir.
not doing, but after you get the doubts, definitely we will solve. तो पहले exercise शुरू कर दो, क्योंकि now you know how to deal with these kind of questions. No more doubts in this. Okay. So the first question is question number 1, question number 3, question number 4, question number 7, question number 8, 1, 3, 4, 7, 8, question number 10, very important question.
So, can you repeat the question? Actually, I missed it.
1, 3, 4, 7, 8, 1, 3, 4, 7, 8 and 10 मैंने अभी तक बोला है.
So, actually, your book is just having question number 1 to 10. Yes, sir. They are a bit different.
Okay,
Yes, sir,
I
the
have
questions are also
your
different.
book. I have
Yes,
your book.
sir.
Wait, I have your book. Let me just check from your book and tell you.
Okay, sir.
क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 तुम्हारी बुक में और मेरी बुक में सेम है. क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 मार्क करो तुम्हारी बुक में. क्वेश्चन नंबर 3 भी सेम है, 3 मार्क करो. क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 भी सेम है, 4 मार्क करो. क्वेश्चन नंबर 7 भी सेम है, 7 मार्क करो. क्वेश्चन नंबर सॉरी
Sir, can you repeat before 7? What did you say?
I said question number 1, 3, 4, 7 and 8 are as
Okay,
it
sir.
is. Same. There is no change. The questions are not different. 1, 3, 4, 7, 8. They are the same. Okay, here the question is different. In my book, the question number 10 is in your book as question number 9.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just mark question number 9 in your book, which is question number 10 in my book. That's it. That is your
Okay,
homework.
sir.
That is your homework. Okay.
Okay, sir, got it.
So 6 questions only from exercise 2B. From exercise 2A मैंने पहले ही बताया था कौन से क्वेश्चन से होमवर्क ये सारे. अगर तुमने नहीं किए हैं, प्लीज डू इट. प्लीज डू इट. प्लीज डू दीज क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम एक्सरसाइज 2A and these questions from exercise 2B.
Okay, sir.
ठीक है, दिस इज योर होमवर्क एंड दिस यू हैव टू सबमिट विद इन 2 to 3 days. डोंट सबमिट नेक्स्ट संडे और समथिंग. सबमिट विद इन 2 to 3 days. ओके, एंड आई कंसिडर दिस पार्ट टू बी ओवर. ये पार्ट मैं ओवर मान रहा हूँ और नेक्स्ट टाइम आई एम गोइंग टू गो फ्रॉम हियर अहेड. मोर अबाउट कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट से आगे पढ़ाऊंगा मैं नेक्स्ट टाइम. सो प्लीज बी प्रिपेयर्ड एंड बी रेडी विद दिस होमवर्क. Two to 3 days I am giving you. Okay, guys, is it clear?
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so remember
Yes, sir.
this weekend we are going to have a class. and that will be physics class. Okay, and we are going to complete up to acceleration, जिसके videos मैं भेजूंगा. Also, after you submit this homework to me on let's say Thursday, I'm going to give you I think, okay, let me not give you any videos of maths this week, but this week's test, which is tomorrow, so we have taken test of all the chapters except factorization, right? Factorization का test नहीं हुआ ना अभी तक?
No.
Yeah, so factorization's test will be conducted this Wednesday, that is tomorrow. So be prepared for that, all right?
Yes.
Okay.